Some non-citizens almost had the right to vote in local elections, but today their chance was denied. Our Caitlin Ulrich tells us how the law giving some the opportunity to vote is said to violate state law.
Our city, our vote. Our city, our vote.
Rallying outside of City Hall Monday.
When immigrants suffer a setback, we get back up and fight back.
Because a state Supreme Court judge found a law allowing certain non-citizens to vote in local elections violates the state constitution.
Because we have been here for most of our lives. It's where I had my childhood, and where I started school, got my first job. So it's just a little disappointing.
Angel Salazar is a DACA recipient and moved here when he was 2. A few months ago, he thought he'd be able to vote come next year, but not anymore.
Some place I consider my own home, I feel like I'm being pushed out.
The municipal voting law became law in January, and a few months later, it was the crux of a lawsuit. Led mostly by Republicans, the lawsuit was brought against the city. The law allowed non-citizens legally working and taking permanent residency in New York City to vote in local elections, starting in 2023. A Staten Island Supreme Court ruled Monday that it violates the Constitution. Why? Well, because the court says the word, quote, citizens in the Constitution and 2 other laws is only applicable to U.S. citizens.
This system was not built for us, it was built on our backs.
The Constitution says nothing can, quote, dilute voters' rights, and the court said Monday that the surge of voters as a result of the law would do exactly that. The influx of almost 1 million more voters, quote, significantly devalues the votes of the New York citizens who have lawfully and meaningfully earned the right to vote, unquote, reads the court's ruling. Another point was the plaintiffs in the suit would need to change their campaigning, and it would impact them negatively in the long run, saying, quote, though the plaintiffs have not suffered any harm today, the harm they will suffer is imminent, unquote. Attorneys representing the defendants say they will now put in an application for a stay before an appeal.
And so we want to make sure that the law can at least move forward in that interim.
Lead plaintiff in the case, Staten Island Borough President Vito Fasella, called the ruling a victory and that he and the other plaintiffs needed to stand up for, quote, reason and, quote, common sense. In Brooklyn, Caitlin Ulrich, News 12.